When you think about relationships, what's the first thing that comes to mind? Maybe it's the emotional connection, the shared experiences, or even the physical attraction, but there's something deeper than all of that, something that can completely change how you connect with your partner. It's called love languages, and understanding them can transform your relationship in ways you never imagined. You might be asking yourself, what exactly are love languages, and how can they impact my relationship? Well, stay with me, because we're about to dive into one of the most important concepts that can help you build a stronger bond. Have you ever felt like you were doing everything you could to show love to your partner, but something still felt off? Maybe you've been there, giving gifts, spending quality time together, saying all the right words, but it seems like your partner still isn't responding the way you expected. There's a reason for this, and it's all about the way we communicate love. Dr. Gary Chapman, a renowned relationship expert, introduced the idea of love languages, and once you understand them, you'll see just how important they are to building a healthy, lasting relationship. The key here is that every person has a primary love language, which is the way they most deeply feel loved and valued. The problem often arises when you and your partner speak different love languages, and without even realizing it. You may be giving love in a way that doesn't register with your partner. It's like trying to speak to someone in a language they don't understand. No matter how hard you try, the message just doesn't get through. But when you learn to speak your partner's love language, it's like unlocking a secret code to their heart. Suddenly, everything clicks and the connection deepens. So, what are these love languages, and how do you figure out what your partner's is? Let's break them down. The first love language is words of affirmation. People who speak this language feel most loved when they hear words of praise, encouragement, and compliments. For them, words have power. A simple "I love you" or "you're amazing" can make all the difference. If your partner's love language is words of affirmation, you'll notice that they thrive on hearing those positive words from you. They feel most loved when you express appreciation, when you affirm them with kind and supportive words, and when you take the time to compliment them. The second love language is quality time. Now, this one is all about undivided attention. People who speak this language value the time spent together, and they don't just want to be in the same room, they want to be present. They appreciate when their partner makes the effort to spend quality one-on-one time with them, without distractions like phones or work. If your partner's love language is quality time, they will feel loved when you make the effort to focus on them completely. When you give them your full attention, it shows that they are a priority in your life, and nothing else matters in that moment but being together. Next, we have receiving gifts. People who speak this love language feel most loved when they receive thoughtful gifts. But it's not just about the material value of the gift, it's about the thought and effort behind it. For someone whose love language is receiving gifts, the most meaningful gifts are those that show you were thinking of them, that you took the time to choose something special for them. If you've ever noticed your partner's eyes light up when you give them a small gift, it's because this is their way of feeling appreciated. Whether it's a surprise gift or something you know they've been wanting, it's the thoughtfulness that counts. Then, we have acts of service. For people with this love language, actions speak louder than words. They feel loved when their partner does things for them. Even the small things like helping with chores or running errands, it's about showing care and consideration through actions. If your partner's love language is acts of service, they'll feel loved when you make their life easier, when you take care of something they don't have to ask for. It's the simple everyday gestures that show you care. And if you speak this love language, you probably feel the most loved when your partner does things for you without you having to ask. The final love language is physical touch. For people with this love language, physical affection is essential. It's not just about intimacy, but also about holding hands, hugging, or cuddling. Physical touch is a way for them to feel connected, loved, and secure. If your partner's love language is physical touch, you'll notice that they seek out affection in different ways. A hug after a tough day, a kiss before leaving for work, or simply sitting close together. For them, physical touch is a direct way to feel close to you and to feel loved in a tangible way. Now that you know the 5 love languages, it's time to reflect on your relationship. Have you ever felt that disconnect when you try to show love to your partner? Do you feel like they're not receiving your love in the way you intended? It could be because you and your partner speak different love languages. The good news is that once you understand your partner's love language, you can start speaking it fluently and watch your relationship transform. Take a moment to think about what makes you feel most loved. Is it when your partner tells you how much they appreciate you, or when they spend quality time with you? Maybe you feel the most loved when they do something thoughtful for you, or when they hold your hand. The key here is to understand not just what makes you feel loved, but what makes your partner feel loved. It's about learning to speak their love language and meeting them where they are. When you start speaking each other's love languages, you'll find that the connection between you deepens. It's not about changing who you are or pretending to be something you're not. It's about recognizing what your partner needs and making the effort to meet those needs. And it's about being open to them learning your language as well. Communication is the foundation of any strong relationship. And when you speak each other's love language, communication becomes more meaningful, more connected. Remember, love is not a one-size-fits-all experience. What works for one person may not work for another. But that's what makes relationships so beautiful. They are a chance for you to learn, grow, and understand each other on a deeper level. So take the time to learn your partner's love language, and don't forget to express your own, because when you speak their language, you're building a stronger bond, a deeper connection, and a relationship that can withstand the test of time. Don't forget to subscribe, like, share, because you will learn a ton of information in the next video.